lit, dude. All right, why don't we read over the patch notes? Let me give you guys my thoughts on the patch notes right now then, while we're starting this thing up, you know? Because I think there are a lot of important things. This patch specifically is a very, 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 very important patch moving onward, because I think that I'll put on the music. It ain't that serious. I think that this patch has a lot more significance that people are giving it, and I think that's why people aren't necessarily reacting to it the best way, and that's why I think it's important that they do react to it the best way. So we're gonna get into it, and I'll tell you guys why. I'll share my thoughts, and you guys could agree and or disagree with me, and that's what life is, man. Leaked marshmallow skin. What you talking about, man? Thank you for the 5, dude. Ooh, shit. Are they? I don't think that's actually gonna be a thing. I doubt it will actually be a marshmallow skin, like, that you could buy. But anyways, Chiller Grenade, mobile controller support, Bluetooth controller support has arrived. Yo, really? Ooh, that's actually lit. That's actually lit. Limited time mode, solid gold. Weapons and items, Chiller Grenade will knock players back, causing them to slide around the ground. Could you use this on yourself? Will hit. There's a slip on extra feet, duration of 7 seconds, drops next 3, max size is 6. Common rarity can be found in floor loot vending machines. Cozy campfire updated the visuals. They vaulted the bolt sniper rifle. I'm kind of okay with that. They vaulted the burst rifle. I'm okay with this too, because reasons. Well, actually, okay, the reason why I'm okay with this, because I honestly think, like, I've always in my heart thought that the, like, rifle ecosystem was a little bit flooded, and if I get a burst out of a chest, I'm not going to be as happy as getting, like, a scar out of a chest, even though they're the same rarity. So I'm actually, like, mad okay with this change. Heavy shotgun was vaulted. I was talking about this earlier with Tfue, that, I mean, right now the only shotgun anybody really cares about was the pump. So getting anything else out of a chest is kind of like anticlimactic in a way, or isn't as satisfying, although they're the same rarity. So I think these two changes are actually pretty similar in class. And with the bolt action sniper rifle being nerfed, I also feel like this is going to bring out a lot more hunting rifle play. I feel like the bolt action.
You love gummy vitamins.
What up,
Give
dude?
these a try. VPN megabytes.
For gamers too. Oh, thank you for the 5, Anthony.
Amazon Prime too.
Word dog. Thank you, man. Yeah, I feel like the sniper rifle change, in my honest opinion, I feel like the bolt was the in-between between the heavy and the hunting rifle, but now that we have the silenced one, it's kind of like there's really no need to have it in IMO. Vaulted. Suppressed SMG's coming back in replace for the regular SMG, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if it'll have the same statistics as it did before. I mean, if so, it doesn't really matter. I think it was, people thought it was ridiculously OP beforehand, but I think there were bigger issues like the drum gun. Oh, although people were using suppressed SMG as AR replacement before, so it's gonna be interesting to see this weapon come back. Oh my fuck! It's so loud. Please stop it. Holy shit. Why are my bit notifications so loud? Thank you for the 1,000 bits, dude. Oh my god. Fuck off. Why is that so loud? Dude, how do I fix my fucking audio on this shit? Alert variations. Hey, what the heck? Oh, why the fuck do these variations exist? Delete. Delete. I don't want this now. It hurt my ear, dude. Jesus Christ. God. See all these variations. Christ. Fuck me, dude. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to fix that. That shit was literally melting my brain, dude. Servers are down? Yeah. Tried. Yo, thank you for the sub, Yazzie. Appreciate it, man. Then balloons no longer collide with vehicles. Memory and network optimization for apples and mushrooms. Lit. Added unique vehicle-specific messages in the player feed when players are eliminated or down. I feel like my clips as of recently sparked this little thing, you know? Maybe just a little bit. Edit delays back and fixed, so muy bien, Epic. We got it back. Chat, help tell him to play scary games. You anybody know how long the servers are gonna be down for? Might play some League in the meanwhile. Is the server down for everybody though? And they're playing a little bit, kind of, not really. Their servers are down as well. Fix the X-Force Stormwing's health bar occasionally not displaying. This is actually a pretty important issue that I'm happy to fix. You're already in game, then you're in. Like I said, aim assist now targets enemies on vehicles rather than the base of the vehicles they are occupying. Really? Cool. Quickly switching to traps and weapons on the gamepads no longer causes players to shoot or swing pickaxes. Oh, I forgot all this shit actually. Hold up. The increased material count. So floor loot's back to 30. Thank you for 17 months, peeps. Much love, homie. Floor loot's back to 30, and from chests is back to 30, and supply drops went from 40 to 60. I don't know about y'all, dude. You guys remember when it went back down to 20? And the community was fucking outraged? Yo, it moving back to 30? Like, it's cool now, I don't give a fuck. This is a change that... like... The community was so up in arms about this, dude. Like, 10 more mats! Woo! Let's go! Yeah! Yeah! But what's funny is that they're gonna bring it back up to 30 and no one cares. Or no one really cares. No one's gonna give Epic the credit that they discredited them for when they put it down to 20. Oh, but anyways, that's relevant from the point. I think the supply drop increase is also good, bringing it to 60. And overall, like, I'm definitely agree more mats is better in the long run. What's up, pussies?
Hi.
What you guys doing?
Play, Myth?
What are you guys playing?
We were thinking Gang Beast, bro.
Gang Beast? I'm reading over the patch notes right now.
Oh,
Let me get a minute.
Okay,
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, do you see that they disabled streamer mode and pop-up?
Why they do? Wait, what? Why?
I don't know if they meant for it
I think
to
it's a
do it in
bug.
pop-up as well. Yeah.
I think it's
I don't
definitely a bug. I don't
It
think
says in
there's...
tournaments it's not able to be used, so I don't know if they can.
Wait, in the
pop-up
patch
streamers or
notes?
not.
yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Patch notes says tournaments.
Where?
Tell me what pop-up is tournaments.
Events?
I can tell you. It says it. Where it talks about the new streamer mode stuff, it says that.
New tournament
bottom of
added.
it.
Participating in tournaments now requires a minimum account level of 10. It's the bottom. This is an experiment with like tryout. In this mode, player build structure cannot be edited. Settings from previous pop-up cups. This has nothing in there about that. What are you talking about?
It's in Discord. Wherever that is.
Oh, where's that?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, straight in this under the okay. Where is that?
There's a Photoshop picture going around of Corey, my manager, saying we're looking for a mobile team. He's getting spammed.
Neither of these settings will be functional when playing in a tournament match. I think that's pop-up cup, but why wouldn't that be allowed?
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be something that might be viewed in the future. That should be revised.
I don't know if they think that the pop-up counts as tournaments or not, but if they do, that's the worst decision I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it definitely should be fixed.
The stream snipers are literally the worst in pop-up of any other mode.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna read back the patch notes real quick. My chat real
Okay.
quick. We're back.
Hope you have a good morning so far.
Thank you, Symphony.
No problem.
I'm downloading Overwatch.
What?
Yeah, what else am I gonna play right now?
Okay.
All right. Anyways, back to this. Playground stuff's been added and removed and whatever. Blah blah blah. This is the biggest. This is the biggest. This is the biggest concern with the patch. This little fucking section right here, dude. Let me break it down for you guys. New tournament added. Architect Pop-Up Cup Solo Duo Squads. Settings from previous Pop-Up Cup tournaments still apply to this tournament. Within this mode, player-built structures can now be edited by any player regardless of team status. This is an experiment that we'd like to try out in this testing environment. This is okay, so let me tell you guys what this from Epic's perspective, what they're saying. Let me be Epic's translator in this situation because they can't speak to the community in this way. We are fucking testing something in a fucking testing realm. That's what they really meant by this sentence right here. They said it really nice and politically so that they don't hurt anyone's feeling. But this is what they really mean. They mean, we are fucking testing something in a fucking testing realm, in a testing environment. That is what they really meant to say, but they just couldn't put it in here, as you could tell. But I'm gonna be their anger translator like I was in high school for my teachers. So that's what they're really trying to say. I know a lot of people might have not really gotten this first part, but that's what they're trying to say at the end of the day is like, hey, we want to test out something in our game in what we consider to be our testing environment, to be in the place where we say, hey, you know, this is where we're going to make changes. Like we've said before, we're going to try different shit in this area where it doesn't necessarily hurt anyone. Now, what would be fucked up is that if they use the totals out of this tournament to then qualify people into another tournament in the future. That would be an issue, but that's something that we currently can't hold Epic against because A, we don't know if that's going to be the case with this Architect playlist, but let's just hope to God that it's not. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt in this situation. But plain and simple, my first comment and remark is this part was completely overlooked by a lot of people, and I think that shows that reflects really poorly on the competitive community. Really poorly. But aren't quite sure of the full impact. They don't know exactly if it's going to be good or bad. They're not sure how it's going to pan out for the game. We'd love to hear feedback from your experiences playing with this change. I think, like, to be honest, the fact that people were on Twitter shit posting like this is extremely dangerous toward Epic's comfortability with trying shit out with their core of the game in the future. That's why I'm honestly like kind of up in arms and against the competitive community and the way that we've reacted to this change. At the end of the day, if Epic wants to change or tweak the core mechanics of their game in a testing environment, in a safe place that doesn't necessarily affect players, then I think that they should have the ability to without the community being fucking furious, especially the competitive community, especially higher up pros that have brains. So that is literally my only point with this. I don't think it's going to be a good or a bad change. And that is not what I'm saying by any means. And I know people have been thinking that I think it's going to be good or bad, but that is beyond my point. I haven't even tried this out yet. And I think this is a change that's going to need at least a week of Pop-Up Cup to really determine if it's going to be a good or bad change for the game. I don't think we could simply look at this from day one and be like, fuck it, it's garbage, boys. Pack it up, throw it out. This is a change that literally changes one of the core mechanics that has been in the game since day one and changing the way it functions. Danksy, thank you for the stream. So it is vital that we, as a community, that we approach this specific instance where Epic is trying out something with with a positive mindset, because if we just completely flame and neglect it, there's a possible chance we're able to be like, wow, well, they really don't want us to fucking shake things up mechanically. You know, this is the first time where they're not just throwing in an item to try to solve an issue. This is the first time where they're changing how something works from the core to see if it could possibly bring us any benefits in the long term of the game. So I really, 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 really advise people to be open-minded about this. That's it.
What is one important change you would make to Fortnite if you were a part of Epic's team?
What is one important change that you'd make to Fortnite if you were part of Epic's team? To be honest, I don't think I would want to make changes. I would want more stuff like this. I would want more things that are where they are being willing to test out and shake things up with their game, and are explaining publicly that they just want to test it. Let's test it. Fortnite was a mechanic, yeah, but we don't have redeploy. I mean, sorry, redeploy is back, yeah, but we don't have redeploy anymore. That's it. And that is all I feel on this new events thing. Is that if we as a community stray away from Epic wanting to test out things in a playlist that is meant for testing, then we're completely missing the point, and I don't think that we'll ever get to the point that we want to when it comes to Fortnite. That is all. We keep going, or yeah, we keep going. I just wanted to put stress on that because I think like a lot of people are taking this the wrong way and aren't thinking about this long term. They're thinking about it way too short term. But it's kind of sad to see that this went like people say that they want Epic to try out new things and that they don't want RNG items anymore. But then right as soon as they try out something, the entire community has backlash against them. And you guys know me, like recently I haven't been necessarily like for Epic in the most recent changes. I haven't agreed with a lot of the most recent changes and whatnot. But I think like being a healthy and productive community member is somebody that's able to like point out when shit's fucked up from our perspective as well and call it out. But I think the community is in the wrong here. More so than Epic is. Yeah, that's all. I think them bringing leaderboards for each event session is really good. Participating in tournaments now requires a minimum account level of 10. This is a very good start. I think this is a good change. Really good change. Maybe it might need to be increased in the future because I think people have bots that just kind of could just like farm levels for their Fortnite accounts. Still reading patch notes. Yep. Servers are back? Are servers back?
No.
Okay, my chat's
I
beaming.
figured it out.
Show total party eliminations on the HUD if your team wins. This is a good change. Show additional models to cycle models when you grab. So party colors have been restored to blue, red, purple, yellow. Yes! Finally. Rotating the camera on the battle bus no longer has an oscillating swimming effect on the map. Rotating the camera on the battle bus. Ah, I know what they're talking about. Okay. Fix the net debugger UI, shows ping value if it's too high. Fix issues with the weapons that are not equipping when double clicking on the inventory after swapping their equip bar. Fix the issue teamer score will not be displayed. I know that issue is stuff. Let her do I believe for your spectator button, blah blah blah. Prompt after box. That's cool and all. Bug fixes, replay. Streamer mode has been replaced with 2 separate settings. Now, so this will display your name as anonymous to all players that are not in your squad. Your account info will still be attached to reports submitted to other players using the player. Hide other players' names. This will display all other player names as player unless they're in your squad. Either of these settings will be functional when playing any tournament match. I really like the anonymous mode. This is causing some confusion for some people. Alright, I'll try to run Fortnite. It's all good. I'll launch it. We'll see if it runs. Hey, dude. Yo. Mobile players got controller support, dude. Actually lit. 60 Hz on select Android models, rolling out 60 Hz support. Being enabled on select Android devices. Nice. Nice. That's pretty sick. Added audio visualization icons for vehicles and balloons. Dude, I might... Shit, man. I might get a Bluetooth controller, man. Play some Fortnite mobile. Sounds lit. Nice, nice, nice. Arctic prefabs are now in. Island. Gameplay. A bunch of creative stuff. What has been changed though? You can control respawn times. New option added to end games. The first team to reach a set number of eliminations win. Range 1 or 10 or off. Really? 1 or 10? 1 to 10? I mean, that's cool. Last, add a new option. After last spawn, go to team. After running out of spawns in game, you can now either become a spectator or switch to a different...
Myth. You said this is the first time Epic changes a mechanic instead of adding an item to fix an issue. I am just curious to know what issue this addresses.
It's a valid question.
To reach other issues that need fixing emo.
It's a valid question. Thank you for the 5. So you said this is the first time Epic changes a mechanic. I was incorrect about the first time, by the way. Glider redeploy was the first time I saw that the core mechanics of the game has been fixed or has been messed around with. I'm just curious to know what issue this addresses. There are other issues that need fixing IMO. I agree. There are definitely other issues that need fixing. But I definitely think that Fortnite at times has issues with turtling and players prolonging fights or causing fights to just stagnate. And I think part of this definitely forces players to move more instead of turtling and just ending up with like holding down left click turbo building. In my opinion, I think that was a big issue. It's part of the game that just wasn't fun for anybody. It wasn't fun swinging your pickaxe at a wall for 5 hours hoping to get a pyramid back or a wall back. And that's primarily what I think the issue was that they're trying to address. Yet again though, I wasn't told what that issue is. That's just my assumption. I could be wrong.